The Pentagon's UFO report is finally here, and I read it, so you don't have to. Let's take a look. Aliens. Are they here? Do they visit? Does the government know about them? The past 2 years have been really interesting on the topic of UFOs, unidentified flying objects, which are now officially called UAPs, or unidentified aerial phenomena. And if you didn't know, last year, Florida Senator Marco Rubio added a section to a funding bill requiring the Director of National Intelligence to work with the military and intelligence community to submit a report on unidentified aerial phenomena to be delivered no later than June 25th, 2021. Well, the report is here, and we're going to talk about it. But what would make a sitting U.S. senator add something like that to a funding bill? Here's how we got here. In 2007, this guy, Robert Bigelow, convinces Senator Harry Reid to launch a Department of Defense investigation into UFO sightings. In 2009, DoD counterintelligence officer Lou Elizondo takes over the effort, and it's renamed the Advanced Aerospace Threat Identification Program, or ATIP. After 8 years, Elizondo leaves ATIP, annoyed with the lack of dedication to getting real answers or investigating further. Then there's Christopher Mellon, who served as Deputy Assistant Secretary of Defense in both the Clinton and George W. Bush administrations. Well, this guy starts giving interviews to the press because he thinks the government should be more transparent about UFOs, or UAPs, and the mystery surrounding them. Which brings us to Tom DeLonge. Yes, the lead singer from Blink-182. This guy loves aliens and UFO conspiracies so much so that he forms To the Stars, an organization dedicated to collecting and analyzing videos of UFO sightings. Elizondo and Mellon join To the Stars as advisors, and Mellon gets some Pentagon contacts to give him 3 unclassified videos of UAPs. This all ends up getting printed as a front-page story in the New York Times, and in September of 2019, the government says, yeah, those videos, they're authentic. Last year, they formally released the videos themselves, and in the last month or so, a California filmmaker named Jeremy Corbell released 2 more military videos that show off additional UAP encounters. Which brings us to this official report. The report dropped just before the end of the day on the 25th in Washington, D.C., and it doesn't even crack 10 pages. Aww. Kind of a letdown, in my opinion. I was kind of hoping for a media report or just one single page with a picture of an alien on it. The main takeaway, well, it was what we were mostly expecting. The first sentence of the summary reads, quote, "The limited amount of high-quality reporting on unidentified aerial phenomena hampers our ability to draw firm conclusions about the nature or intent of UAP." The data collected on these sightings is pretty inconsistent, since there wasn't a standardized reporting system until just a couple years ago. There was one UAP they were able to solve with high confidence. High confidence. It was a large deflating balloon. Sorry, it's kind of funny. The report goes on to say that if these UAP incidents are solved, there are 5 likely explanations: airborne clutter, natural atmospheric phenomena, USG or US industry developmental programs, foreign adversary systems, and a catch-all other bin. They looked at over 144 reports between the years 2004 and 2001. 80 of those reports had multiple sensors detect the object. So here's the juicy part. Over a dozen of those reports include observations of unusual movement patterns or flight, and they can't explain those. It could be what the report describes as breakthrough technology being used by a foreign adversary. But the report also says they, quote, currently lack data to indicate any UAP are part of a foreign collection program or indicative of a major technological advancement by a potential adversary. So it could still be extraterrestrial in nature. That's that whole other bin they mentioned. The UAP task force says it's going to do additional investigating on those specific kinds of reports. So the TLDR here is The government hopefully ends up implementing a better, more standardized reporting system across every military branch for UAPs, encourages soldiers to report them and break the stigma of reporting them, and still has absolutely no idea what a decent number of these things are or how they appeared to move or fly the way they did when they were detected. I think just about everyone wins today. Conspiracy theorists get at least some of their assertions legitimized by the government admitting they don't know what every UAP is. Plus, they can also keep saying they're clearly not telling us everything. And of course, skeptics can keep on saying there is zero concrete evidence showing these UAPs were alien in nature. This is all a bunch of nonsense. I'm gonna go get a Starbucks. Are you a skeptic or a believer? Choose your side down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, please put a tiny little tinfoil hat on your finger, then smash the like button and subscribe to CNET for more on outer space, UAPs, and more. Be good humans and aliens if you're watching.